Welcome back to The Voice Auto, your trusted destination for honest, detailed, and passionate car reviews from real car lovers. Today, we're diving deep into a car that's long been known for its balance of comfort, reliability, and everyday practicality, the 2026 Nissan Altima. It's one of those sedans that has quietly built a loyal following, and for 2026, Nissan has made some meaningful updates that make it even more compelling in an increasingly competitive segment. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore everything the new Ultima has to offer, from its design and performance to its technology, pricing, and what truly makes it stand out in a world that's shifting heavily toward SUVs. Let's start with what the 2026 Nissan Altima really represents. For years, the Altima has been Nissan's answer to the midsize sedan segment, a space dominated by names like the Toyota Camry and Honda Accord. The Altima has always aimed to offer something a little different, a sportier personality than the Camry, a smoother drive than the Accord, and a unique combination of style, comfort, and value. The 2026 model continues that tradition but adds a sharper, more modern edge, literally and figuratively. It's more refined, more connected, and arguably the most stylish Altima Nissan has ever made. When you first see the 2026 Altima, the exterior design immediately grabs your attention. Nissan has refined the V-Motion front grille, giving it a slimmer, more aggressive look that flows beautifully into the LED headlamps. The daytime running lights are sharper, and the front bumper carries a sporty, confident vibe that gives the Altima a premium appearance. The sculpted hood lines and contoured side panels add a sense of motion even when the car is standing still. Around the back, the LED taillights have been reworked to give a sleeker signature, and the subtle lip spoiler on higher trims adds a nice sporty touch without being over the top. Nissan offers the 2026 Altima in several trim levels, from the practical S and SV to the more refined SL and the performance-inspired SR. Each version has unique touches, whether it's the 16-inch alloy wheels on the base model or the striking 19-inch dark finished alloys on the SR. There's also a new color in the lineup, deep horizon blue, which looks stunning in sunlight. The designers clearly put effort into making this car look athletic and mature at the same time. If you're someone who appreciates a sedan that can turn heads without screaming for attention, this one checks that box easily. Open the door and you'll notice how far Nissan has come with interior design. The 2026 Altima's cabin feels more upscale and driver-focused. The dashboard is wrapped in soft touch materials, and the center console flows seamlessly toward the new 12.3-inch infotainment touchscreen that's standard on most trims. It's an intuitive system running Nissan's latest interface, offering wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, navigation, over-the-air updates, and a much cleaner layout than before. The digital instrument cluster behind the steering wheel is crisp and customizable, letting you toggle between classic dials or modern full-screen layouts. Nissan's zero-gravity seats remain one of the highlights of the Altima's interior. They're incredibly supportive, especially on long drives, and the overall space in both the front and rear seats is generous for a midsize sedan. You get ample headroom and legroom, even if you're tall. The trunk offers about 15.4 cubic feet of cargo space, plenty for luggage or groceries, and the rear seats fold down for extra flexibility. The materials throughout the cabin feel solid, with subtle chrome and piano black accents that give it a sophisticated edge. The optional leather upholstery on higher trims adds to the premium vibe, while ambient interior lighting enhances the nighttime driving experience. When it comes to performance, the 2026 Nissan Altima keeps things familiar but refined. It offers two powertrain options. The standard engine is a 2.5-liter four-cylinder that produces around 188 horsepower and 180 pound-feet of torque. It's smooth, efficient, and pairs nicely with Nissan's updated Xtronic Continuously Variable Transmission, or CVT. For most drivers, this setup offers plenty of power for daily commuting, and it's impressively fuel-efficient, returning an estimated 29 miles per gallon in the city and up to 39 on the highway for front-wheel drive models. If you opt for all-wheel drive, fuel economy dips slightly, but the extra traction is worth it in bad weather or on winding roads. For those looking for more punch, the SR trim offers a 2.0-liter variable compression turbocharged engine producing around 248 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. This engine is genuinely impressive. It adjusts its compression ratio in real time to balance power and efficiency. Step on the gas, and you can feel the difference. The acceleration is confident, passing power is strong, and the car feels much livelier than most sedans in this class. It's not a full-on sports sedan, but it certainly delivers a fun drive when you want it to. The steering is precise, the suspension tuned for a balance of comfort and agility, and road noise is kept impressively low, thanks to improved insulation and acoustic glass. Safety is one of Nissan's biggest selling points, and the 2026 Altima continues to lead with advanced driver assist features under the Nissan Safety Shield 360 suite. This includes automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, high beam assist, and rear automatic braking. On higher trims, you get ProPilot Assist, Nissan's semi-autonomous driving system that helps maintain lane position and distance in highway traffic. It's smooth, responsive, and adds an extra layer of confidence, especially on long trips. Nissan has also enhanced the camera and radar sensors this year, making these systems more accurate and less intrusive. In terms of technology and convenience, the Altima continues to impress. You'll find a wireless charging pad, multiple USB-C ports, a 12-speaker Bose premium audio system on higher trims, and remote engine start with intelligent climate control. The car also offers an available 360-degree around view monitor, which makes parking in tight spaces a breeze. The infotainment system now supports voice commands for climate, navigation, and audio controls, giving you hands-free convenience that feels modern and polished. Now, let's talk about price. The 2026 Nissan Altima starts at around $27,000 for the base S trim, going up to about $36,500 for the fully loaded Senior VC Turbo with all the options. Considering what you get, the design, technology, safety, and performance, the Altima remains one of the best value propositions in the midsize sedan category. It manages to deliver an upscale experience without breaking the bank. And with Nissan's reputation for reliability, reasonable maintenance costs, and strong resale value, it's an investment that makes sense for both individuals and families. So what's the real selling point of the 2026 Altima? It's the balance. This car doesn't try too hard to be sporty, nor does it lean too far into comfort. Instead, it finds that sweet spot where everyday usability meets a bit of excitement. It's the kind of sedan you can drive to work every day, take on a weekend road trip, or simply enjoy cruising through the city. The available all-wheel drive gives it a unique edge over some rivals, offering added stability and confidence year-round. And the turbocharged engine option makes sure you can have fun when the road opens up. But beyond specs and numbers, the Altima succeeds because it feels well thought out. Everything you touch, from the steering wheel controls to the seat adjustment knobs, feels deliberate. The interior layout encourages relaxation while keeping the driver in control. It's not overloaded with gimmicks, instead, it focuses on refinement, reliability, and real-world comfort. That's the kind of approach that keeps cars like this relevant, even as SUVs dominate showrooms. For those wondering if the Altima is still worth considering in 2026, the answer is yes, absolutely. It's a car that delivers everything most people need from a daily driver, wrapped in a package that looks better and feels more advanced than ever. Whether you're upgrading from an older Altima or switching from another brand, the 2026 model proves that sedans are far from dead. Nissan has clearly put effort into making this a car that feels fresh, practical, and a little bit exciting. If you're test driving vehicles in this price range, the Altima deserves a spot on your list right next to the Camry, Accord, and Hyundai Sonata. It's refined enough to impress, comfortable enough to enjoy, and priced well enough to make sense. It may not shout for attention, but it earns it quietly, through solid engineering and thoughtful design. And that's exactly what Nissan set out to do with this car. Create something that feels premium without being pretentious, modern without being complicated, and dependable without being dull. The 2026 Altima delivers on all of those fronts. So, if you're in the market for a sedan that blends smart technology, confident performance, and timeless design, the new Altima might just be the perfect balance of everything you're looking for. Outro. Soft background music fades in, drone shot of the Altima driving into the sunset. That's it for today's deep dive into the 2026 Nissan Altima. If you enjoyed this review and want more detailed looks at the newest cars, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss what's next. Drop your thoughts about the new Altima in the comments. Would you pick it over the Camry or Accord? We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is the Voice Auto, where passion meets performance. Sign